Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on today's video. Listen man, in the world of muscle cars, the reason you're watching this is because you love muscle cars, I'm sure. You love cars in general, whatever. But these Fastback Mustangs are iconic. Now keep in mind, this is a crazy number, but these cars here, they built 500,000 Mustangs that year. 500,000. I mean, I don't think you understand the magnitude of that number. Most car companies today would love to sell 500,000 cars. This is just one model. But the Fastbacks, they made way fewer than the coupes and convertibles, and that's why these are so desirable, and more importantly, I think they're spectacular looking. So let's take a walk around this car here. Original ivy green car, all right? And this is a nicely restored car with a lot of money spent on it and a lot of time and effort, and I want to show you the effort that the owner put into it, and he traded it into us and got something new, and that's kind of what we do here, which is kind of what you should do as well. Get something, drive it for a little while, and then swap it on out and get something else, which is a really cool thing to do. All right, so come on up here. We went ahead and we threw on the white stripes on here because I felt like the car needed a little bit of color, all right? But you can see the quality of the paint itself. Look at how clear everything is in there, and hopefully Justin can get all the writing and things like that, and you guys can see how clear that is. And if you're looking online at other cars as well, this is what you should be getting the owner to do for you. Show you these details. Show you that they've replaced the wiper arms and wiper blades, the windshield surround molding. Well, you say, well, Tone, what's the big deal about windshield surround moldings? Well, you're absolutely right. It's not a big deal if that's all you're gonna do. But if you're gonna do all that, the wipers, the bumpers, headlamp trim, grille, bolts, nuts, screws, handles, clips, mirrors, steering wheel, it goes on and on. Next thing you know, it's 50,000 bucks to restore a car. It's crazy. All right, so we did this. We took a set of modern wheels here, and we can trade these around any way you want, but this car has disc brakes on it, which is a really nice thing to have, and a lot of times people forget to ask, does that car have disc brakes? Because today's modern car has that. So we went ahead and we took a set of these 16-inch wheels off a modern style Mustang. So they're just a little bit bigger than the 15-inch wheel that you would have got, or a 14-inch road wheel, but it leaves room inside for the bigger disc brakes. And the car's on a nice set of BFGs, so the car handles really well. I think it looks really good too, but of course we could make it stock if that's what you'd like. All right, so as we walk around a little bit, we see the GT callouts, the Mustang down here, this white stripe which ties into the rest of that, and then you got this great look of this car, man. This is why I think as a muscle car, these are in the top, because the style of it. Look at it, it's just great looking. And as you walk around, it's nice and thin, it's small, roomy inside, but it's not a big bulky car, and that's why they didn't need a lot of power to go fast. It's got the exhaust that comes through the valance panel like that. Look how beautiful that looks. This is one great looking car from behind. All right, so as we walk around the car and we keep on rolling, let's take a peek under the hood for a second and see what some of the rumble's all about. All right, now check this out, this is nice. All right, so in here, this is an original A-code car, so it's a real 289, and as you look for some of that stuff, you know, the transplanting a 289 4-barrel from a 2-barrel is fine, that's okay. Even if it's originally a 4-barrel car, that's even better. But this has the dress-up package on it, which I think looks nice. This is the detail stuff we kind of do here, which I like because I think that the idea is that you could take this car to a show if you wanted to. Take the family out to dinner, go for a cruise, go to the beach, do whatever. So I put these things on here to dress it up. I put the battery topper on here. Come over here and check this out, all right? So you can see it looks like the original kind of stock. We paint the engine blocks, all right? And we dress it up here with the decals and what have you to make it look all authentic. Here, it's beautifully painted underneath. This is just a little bit of dust, okay? It's a little over-restored because it's actually nicer than it came from the factory, but I don't think that you're worried about taking this to a world-class show. I think you're looking to drive a car and have some fun, but be proud of exactly what you own. And this also gives another indication of the level of restoration. Let's check out the trunk detail, all right? All right, so this is actually really nice too, and the reason why I say is you say, well, it's just a trunk. Okay, you're right, it is just a trunk, but the trunk is a little different in the sense that it's all painted up in here like it's supposed to be, okay? All painted in here, new gaskets, right? A lot of things are kind of different with Fords versus Chevys and Chryslers, where Chevrolet would put the gasket down here, Ford put it on the trunk lid itself, okay? But the stripes go all the way down, they go all the way down the valance panel, and we took everything off and then clear coated over the stripes so you could barely feel them. All right, that way they'll last forever for you. But this is really nice. It's got the tartan plaid trunk mat in it. It's just a nice, cool restoration on an awesome, awesome car. The outside of the car is beautiful. The inside is even nicer. So let's go check that out too. Okay, so come on, check this out inside. So a lot of what's really cool about these cars is the fact that this right here folds down. All right, so check this out. This is the fold down rear seat that you hear so much about. Look at this, man. Look how nice this is. All new strips in here, the chrome's in here, the vents work like they're supposed to. A lot of people don't know that that stuff goes on back here. It takes a little bit to get that stuff to work. Makes it very nice. This right here, the lights are working. You're saying, well, so what that the lights are working? Well, so what? This is a 40-year-old lighting system. It takes a while to find the broken wires and things like that and make sure that everything works in the car. Just like you can see all the footwell lighting and things like that working in here. That's the level of restoration I'm talking that you're getting here. Look how nice the back seat's done, the headliner. So this is all very nice as well. And this is kind of cool. So we put in this custom console in here. It comes out if you don't like it, but I loved it, so I put it in. It's got a couple cup holders here. The dash is all restored. Got an upgraded AM/FM radio in it. All the chrome is redone. The dash is painted. New dash pad, mirror, visors, handles, clips, carpet, door sills, kick panels, on and on and on. Thousands and thousands of dollars worth of receipts. And it clearly shows that this is really a very nice car. And I need to go ahead and get the keys out of my pocket so I can start it for you, since I was not prepared. I need to get it together is what I need to do before I get yelled at. All right, let me fire it up for you so you can hear what it sounds like. As we close up the video on this, man, first off, you didn't need me to say anything. It looks great. I'm hoping that I helped you a little bit with some of the details on there, but a couple of details we missed that are expensive that we didn't talk about was the engine freshly rebuilt, okay? 4 or 5 grand. Transmission rebuilt, new clutch, bearings, new shifter bushings, shifter handle, shifter knob. The rear end was rebuilt. I mean, all these little things that are on the car don't minimize the effort put into a car, especially at this level and the price that's associated. You could spend, and I'm not exaggerating since we do this all the time for people, you can spend twice as much as this car costs right now restoring it. And that's what happens to people. And then they drive it for a little bit and you benefit by getting the car at a reduced price, and you can get it now. Otherwise, it's gonna be 2 years before you can drive it. The price includes free and closed door-to-door shipping within the US here, okay? And it comes with a 1-year warranty. What's not to like? Anyway, call us 301-816-1000. We'll tell you all about this 65 Mustang Fastback.